what did y'all make of that whole movement? How did it
I was
strike
disgusted. I was purely disgusted.
And yeah, it's so stupid because that very same woman.
Guys.
No, we all.
Oh wow.
I'm just.
Oh no, but I
like
get
that.
you. I get you. I get you.
Like
I get
it's
you.
never really.
I get you.
We never think it through.
I'm sure you guys have seen that popping balloon show. It says pop balloon or find love. Guys, it's been trending. You've seen it, right? It's
Can't remember it. Maybe I've seen
No,
it. But
I've seen you like it. I've seen this man like it always. I think you even reached
the
it
popping
once.
the balloons, the dating.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Come on.
Stressed it.
I thought you were meaning like an air balloon.
No, like popping the balloons and
No, I
you
know
know
it.
how brutal it is.
Yeah.
Pop the balloon segment, and we have men here to find love. Are you ready to find love? Yes! Hey! Single lady number 1, please reveal yourself. Hi. The guys they face. Okay. Any other person want to surprise us? Do this or forever hold your peace. Thank you. It's not what he thinks. He's saying that you are wearing a cloth that is revealing. He's literally calling you a prostitute.
Is that what you're calling
That's
me?
what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what?
I don't even know what to say to you.
Because you don't have anything to say.
I don't have anything to say.
Okay, I think that's enough reference. So basically, I'm sure you've seen how brutal it is. I think the Nigerian version is bad. It's worse because they are so explicit. They body shame, face shame, money shame, every shame is there.
And you pidgin English that time, bro. You can imagine.
So it's terrible. It's so bad. And of course, the American version is a bit toned down. They just shame you on your height and every other thing.
So it's obvious that, like, on that level, right, it's first principles or first impression, right? It's first impression. That's basically what you're going off there. So now, nobody likes to think that they leave a bad first impression. If you guys had to be on the show, like hypothetically, you're on the show and you're the guy that gets into the room and there's all these lovely women and they all have balloons, how far do you think you'd get before you had at least a couple balloons popped? Okay, say there's 5 people. How many balloon pops do you think you get before you talk to anybody? First impression, right? You know yourself better.
For me to be genuinely honest, I think all balloons will be popped when I just immediately walk in. I've noticed in this dating shows, like, height is such a big thing. But if it's a good day, if the Lord is smiling at me on that day, I'll have 1 balloon and then I can kick it from there. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'd have 2 out of 5 balloons left. Maybe
2 out of 5, bro.
or maybe a young 3 out of 5, or maybe a 2.5. The half would probably be one person changing their mind or something. I don't know. I'm not sure at all.
Honestly speaking, well, for me, I'm big on confidence. So I would mention that obviously going onto this show, you're going on it in your best looks. So knowing yourself when you expose yourself to these kind of settings or such women, you're expecting a 5, knowing yourself confidently. You're expecting, like, all of them to keep their balloons not popped. But if somebody pops, then I'll go to you and I'll ask you why. And honestly speaking, I think I'm just gonna get something stupid, a reason that is stupid. It's not gonna make sense.
No, so
you get one of these women telling you, I just don't like your hair.
So you're pretty confident about your odds, like you wouldn't have any balloons popped almost. No, but I like that though. I feel like, you know what, if you think that's what you're gonna go off, perfect, right?
Yeah.
And Carlos was pretty honest about his chances as well. he was like, nah. And then Excel was a bit more in the fence. But then that's great because then we've got a range of answers there where it's like one extreme, another, and then like dead smack in the middle. So obviously, again, right now, let's switch up the roles. You guys are the people with all the power. Now you can make or break somebody's self-esteem. You can make or break somebody's day. You can make or break somebody's life, okay? Because people catch feelings about these.
Yeah.
And we all know, guys, that none of us got x-ray vision. You guys can't see people's intentions and their nice personality and how wonderful of a person they are. You know what I'm saying? So you're going off looks here, right? Now, suppose you've got the power, you got the needle and the balloon. How likely would you be to give somebody who doesn't fit your personal body preferences a chance?
Yeah, for me, I think it's 50-50 because you don't know who's coming already. Because maybe if you know who's coming, maybe you've seen these women before, then you can rate them already, or you can judge by saying that maybe, out of 10 women, maybe I know 7 of them are good. But the thing is, I also want to find out something. Is it a must that if you don't pop your balloon after the show, you have to like talk to them and go out? Is it a must?
I think so. I think it has to be one last person standing. There has to be one person standing.
Maybe if, to be a nice person that I am, I won't pop my balloon for anyone, you see. Because, I don't also want to make somebody feel bad on camera, So I might not pop my balloon for anyone, but at the end of the show, yeah, we set the record straight that, I didn't pop it because, at least you have to give me a point because I didn't want to do this in public. You see, so yeah, that's my point on it.
And yes,
I
bro,
totally disagree, because I've noticed shows like that. Whenever you don't come with your likes and dislikes like attached, that's how you end up leaving with something you didn't want to leave with. If you are not assertive of what you want. I think the only thing that I'm against, the Niger ones, they are rude. I think it's a dissing competition. I think people are wired to come and tease each other. I've watched that thing a lot. They just wired to say, you know what, I will take you down before you take me. But if you're a person who actually came with preferences, I feel like on the shows, what you have to be true to the most is your preference. And that will involve you popping balloons. I'm sorry, you just have to set the record straight to say, look, this is not what I'm looking for. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to also avoid getting into something that you will regret, that you were not happy about. I've seen, there's even an example of this, the ultimatum. I'm not sure if you guys know it, where a guy wanted to be too good in the beginning. He ended up being with somebody that was completely not even in his books, that he wouldn't date in the real world. So I think you just need to be direct and honest. If this person walking in is not your preference,
yeah, so what's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm with Carlos here. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm with Carlos. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, right? Because when you as these people come in, it's more of what you see in regards to the physical. You don't know them, you don't know their psychological backgrounds or how they deal with emotions.
That's true,
right? So you not popping the balloon and maybe saying, I'm gonna set the record straight in the like behind the scenes. What if someone's suicidal? They feel like you led them on, and then now they're like, it's because of him that I'm killing myself. You know what I mean? He led me on. He made me feel like he wanted me, and now behind the scenes he's telling me that no, I was not what he wanted. So, to be truthful, and so that the truth sets me free, I'll pop the balloon.
Oh wow. Okay, and every other point.
Yeah, I also agree with what y'all said, but the thing is, there's so many perspectives to look at this in, and not beating around the bush is one thing, but how I look at this is that you do know that anything you say on these shows can become a public attack point. So
That's very true.
whatever, if you come at someone hard, knowing that, hey, it's me or you first, it can also lead them to suicidal someday. Because that very video is a real, once you post it, it stays there. So every time they come across it, damn, the anxiety keeps on rising. So yeah, it's true to set the tone straight on when you have the chance, so that they don't have, the expectations of maybe, hey, it might work out. It's true. But at the same time also, hey, it's damaging. We've been through it in high school. You wanna talk to this one girl and, hey bro, from the get-go she's like, nah, you're not my type. That stuff hits you different than actually she accepting to talk to you. Then she makes you feel like, hey, it's not gonna work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just cut in there before you ask us the next question. But in shows like this, why are you putting yourself on the spot? I feel like it's something you should expect. You expect to be criticized. So I understand, yeah, some things are people come for some people in very nasty ways. But when you're coming there, you're expecting to hear the truth that, hey, look, my ears are too big. Someone is going to find my ears a
That's
problem.
very true.
Someone is going to find my height an issue.
That's true.
So remove the thought of killing yourself already.
That's very true.
Get ready.
I saw one where a guy got rejected because of his voice, like just the way he speaks. Another one was because he was complimenting all the ladies. Like when they would say, when they would, like the ladies would be like, nah, you are not my type. You'll be like, no, it's cool. You are very beautiful. It's okay. Then one popped the balloon. Says, they asked the person why. It's like, no, because it's just too good. It's like, it's just too good. Damn. You can't just be complimenting everyone, too good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
No self-esteem.
yeah.
Also, just to add on to what Carlos is saying, the question that was asked is regarding you as a person, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So, honestly, if I'm to pop the balloon and they ask me why, I wouldn't be like, oh no, your feet are too big and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say that you are not my type. Right? And it's that simple. No, it's that simple. I'd rather laid on you like that than starting to tell you, like, personally, like, your nose is too big.
Exactly.
Your nose is too.
No, but the thing is, with the Nigerian one, it's brutal.
Hey, I've never
They
seen.
attack shaming. Like I said, like shaming. They attack everything, every single thing. They are brutal like that. With the American one, it's like they at least polite. They'll be like, no, I just don't like your dressing. I don't like the career you're doing. Okay, I'm not into that. But with the Nigerian version, it's like everything. There's no limit. I think that's where the suicidal thing can come in, because it's brutal. Unless you can take it. The mere fact that you are on the show says a lot.
A lot about you.
Yeah, and I think it's a show, it's a business. So you need to know that the more brutal the video, the more views they get. So these people want that.
Okay,
They want
I
it to
think-
be as harsh as you
Do
can.
you think, okay, let's not touch on the production and maybe what they tell them in the background to say you need to be as brutal and honest as possible to make the show.
Yeah.
Because you can't come there and be a Christian,
You can do your hypothesis on their videos. Just watch. The most watched videos are probably the most brutal ones, where the guy probably went too far in the dissing.
So now my question is, one of my question on this topic, do you think the way in which they go about it, is it superficial, or it's just on a micro scale? That's how we do it in the real world.
That's actually a very good question. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Because even in the real world, when you go for a lady,
It still says minus popping, but the popping can be, I block you, right?
yeah,
That's the popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Because the way the show is structured, it's basically how it happens in the real world. It's just that there's no balloon to illustrate the fact that you've been rejected. But we are very superficial in, no, I don't like you because of this. I don't like you because of that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys agree? Okay. Anything last to say on that topic? Okay. Henry wants to add.
Yeah, true that. As they said, minus the balloons. But what I can add is that it depends on the personnels also.
Okay.
Yeah, because not everybody deals with those things differently, you know. It's a very sensitive topic because, you know, I don't know who's watching. Maybe some people are watching and they be like, okay, he's saying this, but so I'm gonna say that, you know, how some people deal with it personally, myself, I'm not one to directly set the tone and be like, yo, it's not gonna work from the get-go. You know, I'm that one person I like to but somehow it's bad because I've gotten some negative reviews from it. I'm one person I like to accommodate first. You know, I want to make you see the one side of me whereby I chat. I can respond within 1 minute at every text. But in due time, I'll want you to see that, yo, it's not gonna work. How do I do that? Maybe I start replying 2 days after, 1 day after, you know.
Bro, that's brutal.
I'm sorry
That's
that
brutal. No, but that's brutal. The thing is, why aren't you honest? Like, I personally appreciate honesty, don't you?
Yeah, man, big time. Like, you know what? I get what you're saying. Honestly, I do because I've practiced that too actively. Still do. Maybe the time span isn't as bad. Like 2 days is a bit much, but I get where you're coming from, right?
Yeah.
But you know, at some point, you just need to take stock of these things and be like, if I'm not gonna invest energy in there, like genuinely, I'd rather not invest energy. Period. So it's harsh at the end of the day, and you might need to break a few people's hearts. You might need to pop figurative balloons, right? Like wake up from reality.
Yeah.
But I guess, hey man, like to each their own. Yeah, but 2 days, bro. Damn.
No, as I said, it depends on the personnel. You know,
Wait,
we
bro,
all,
do you post status? Or have you blocked the person?
I post.
Okay,
I
no, that's
post,
brutal.
but it's strictly
bro,
business,
that's
bro. If you
multiple
ask me why
balloons
am I
popping,
posting,
bro.
if you ask me why am I posting, hey, you can see that's a business post. Business has to be first.
Bro, what do you
need
mean
to-
business
You need
post?
to
Standing on
understand.
business, bro. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong
you
with
need to understand. But the thing is, I'm speaking from my own perspective, you know, in my own shoes, because I believe that I've dealt with both cases, the case of honesty and the case of dragging it. And honestly, for me, I preferred the whole dragging it part because at least we built a friendship during those
Bro,
moments
what
of
do you
lies.
mean? You can build enemies during the process, bro. It's not
You can.
friendship.
No, it depends on how you take it. You see, there's that
Okay,
thing
no,
of,
Emery,
you know,
how am I supposed to take it? Look, I messaged Emery, yeah, yesterday, and throughout the day, he updated his statuses, and the ones from yesterday expired. He posted new ones today. How am I supposed to take it? Is that friendly?
no, but guys, there are people who just come in, post a status, and they leave. They don't check messages. Guys, there's no way, unless you like the internet, you can respond to 100 messages in 1 day, like in the get-go. That's why you see some people posting, I'll respond to messages in a few. It's also a way to like tell you that, ish, I can't do it now. Like, yeah. So I think that's because I've dealt with both. I don't know if I mentioned this. I've dealt with both. You know, that whole situation of somebody tells you that from the get-go, like I'm fresh with my story. Like I just told you, and they tell you that I'm sorry, but it's not gonna work. Like, bro, at least give me a chance. Like, take me somewhere, then maybe you can tell, yeah, let's go back. It's not gonna work. And I've dealt with a situation whereby we've spoken, we spoke, we got to a certain point, and yeah, you know, we built a friendship. And you tell me, let's stay in that friendship. Now, what kills me, it's my fault because I had expectations. So it's not your fault, it's my fault because I had expectations.
So yeah.
It feels like Henry is offloading something. There's something he's been holding.
Some people are watching.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like he's offloading. Someone did it, bro.
I was gonna say, like, yo, this is. It seems it's like so close to home.
Yeah,
I wonder why it's so relatable. But hey,
so specific and graphic, bro. Like it's there.
It's a broad topic.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
No, I can't lie. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. When you look at your reputation, it's very dangerous. When you drag the situation, when you eventually leave it, your name will also be the one to be dragged. You know, they're gonna drag it in the dust. They're gonna drag it in the mud. And also, when I'd rather tell someone, look, let's not go there, instead of having the person one time, I take you here, and then I'm like, let's go back here. Now you're gonna feel like I was tolerating you. I didn't have, I was just. It's worse. It hurts. Like this person didn't even want anything with me. They were just tolerating me. They were accommodating me.
You see that's,
hurts.
I personally find it. I think that's hard because you started off as normal people. You didn't know each other. Then if you take a person here, there's a status to it. We can sort of put like a label to it. Semi-relationship, sort of, right? But now from there to here, it's like you feel as if they dumped you.
This is sad, bro, because we only look at one side of this issue. Because if you don't want to go all the way to the top, then be honest from the get-go. If you want to be in a relationship, tell me from the get-go, so that, pardon me for the term once more, so that I can break the heart from the get-go. Because that's what happens.
I think it's much easier from the get.
So what you give is what you get. You come in as a liar expecting us to be friends, knowing you have expectations, then I'll play along.
Henry's speaking to someone. Guys, Henry's speaking.
nah, but here's why I actually support your point. If we look at it from that angle and people aren't upfront about what they want, right? And they think that at some point, they're just going to string you, they're going to be strung along, and then you will change your mind at some point, and then something's going to happen. They're doing it to themselves at that point. And a lot of people, right, will see that like, oh, okay, so you want to be played. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I will quote unquote tolerate you and put you at a certain level, and then I'll need to remind you that you got yourself into this. Like, it sucks. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it. It has happened a couple times, right? But
Because you've done it first.
yes, that's what I was saying.
Actively.
That's actually what. But at the same time, these awkward conversations and situations could really be avoided if, from the jump, it's like, yeah, let's not. But then that gets us going to our second point. And I'm sure you guys have seen this as well. It's nothing new. It's the whole, would you rather be stuck in the jungle with a man or a bear? And this was 100% from women's perspective. So you didn't really get to see the gents saying, okay, you did have people in rebuttal saying, okay, why would you choose a bear?
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Probably a bear, because I detest men. I'm a misandrist. It's how I am. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what we're gonna do about that. But yeah,
A bear.
a bear.
A bear. I mean, to be fair, I'm a person who likes bears a lot more. Like, not because I'm Slavic, so it's kind of like my experience of like being stuck with a bear. It doesn't have to do anything with like men. Essentially, I just really like bears.
Definitely a man. Is he hot? A man. Well, yeah, obviously. I can't fight the bear. I can fight the man. Like,
A man, because I could make him do things for me.
The consensus was we're all gonna be choosing a bear because men are this and this and this and this and that. Like, what did y'all make of that whole movement? How did it?
I was
strike you?
disgusted. I was purely disgusted. I was disgusted. Like, have we reached the point whereby, because the bear, mind you, the bear is almost 100% chance that thing will kill you. The bear is that's the statistic with the bear. But with a human being, there is so many outcomes. So you would rather choose 100% death than so many outcomes? That's outrageous. Because all the girls assume that man in the jungle or whatever is a rapist and a serial killer.
Yes.
No,
They
no,
already
no.
characterize them, even though they've never met him before.
It could be a doctor. It could be it could be a man that knows how to make fire for you in the wild, in the bush.
True.
It could be so many possibilities. All I'm just saying, the bear is guaranteed. If it gets hungry and we're snuggling together, I'm going.
Okay, that's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I was genuinely annoyed, honestly.
Excel. Oh, that's Embry. Excel.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Embry. It's okay.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, I think I've only seen like a tweet about it, but I never really paid mind to it. You guys are freshening me on it. And what I think about that is, it's simple. A woman that would say such, first of all, is, I don't know if it's premature, immature, or what, because
Bro said premature.
Or immature.
I don't know which one it is, but hey, look, what is the bear gonna do for you? That's the question. What is the bear gonna do for you? And it hurts because these women, they make that choice because they're categorizing everyone from their past experiences. And yeah, it's so stupid because that very same woman.
Guys, I feel Embry is uploading. There's something.
No. Yeah, I mean, that's not a dog, eh? That's not a dog where you
True,
pet.
you can't pet it like this, bro.
That's not a dog. And yeah, I would just give an advice to, women who know their value. Please don't make such a choice. Because we need women like you. If you choose the bear, then I don't plan on joining the rainbow community. So.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Because I think I've seen the video once, but it was in a form of a reel. So I just saw a journalist asking women, man or bear, and all of them were like bear, 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 bear. And then the second part of the reel was men actually chilling with bears while women were running away, and like a bear killed 2 women and stuff, but the men were chilling with the bears. And that's all I got from that. But also, I feel like how the women were true, how the women.
Women, no. No, sorry to cut in. You also have to look at women's perspective of what a bear is. I think they're thinking it's the ones they snuggle with up at night.
Like
Winnie the
or
Pooh.
something.
They're giving those vibes. No, that's a ferocious beast with long nails.
Apex predator.
In fact, have you seen how
Exactly.
big a bear is? A bear it's. I would take a chance with a man, even if he is a bad person. You have the chance to fight him off to a bear. It's like going up against with a gorilla.
No, that's
You
true.
won't win.
Yeah, that's true. No, but the thing is, I think we covered the video, yeah?
Yeah.
And most of what we said is this is coming out of the sentiment. Again, going back to Embry, of the fact that a lot of women have been betrayed by man. Not
Past
only that,
experiences.
sometimes it's them just adopting another woman's experience
Very
and
true.
identifying with that woman, and they take on that experience and it becomes theirs.
But can I say something? With women, there's always, whenever they're fighting for some cause, there's always this temptation to generalize it. Men are trash. It was a general thing. Again, am I next? Remember the trend of am I next?
Yes, I still remember the trend.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, but I get it. Don't you think? Okay, can we therefore applaud? Going off that, can we applaud women for being so united? Do you think women in these causes get so united more than men in their cause?
No.
You wouldn't call that unity because they have the same cry. It's like that's when you really see that a lot of women somehow the reason why they could identify with the whole situation and they could generalize to this extent is because they somehow identify with a lot of struggles regardless of background, nationality, race, whatsoever.
I give them to. I would say this. It's unity, but it's not always grounded on logic. It's almost as if we move in as a mob and nobody really asks, hey guys, what are we doing? It was just Tanisha's uncle that raped Tanisha. No, we all.
Oh wow!
I'm just.
Oh no, but I get
that.
you. I get you. I get you.
Like
I get
it's
you.
never really.
I get you.
We never think it through.
No, but that's true. That's true.
We never really think it through to say what
That's
is the
actually
basis and grounds of this of what we're doing, what we're standing for.
True. No, I get you. I think a lot of times, I guess a lot of times we react. I think we'll put it like this. A lot of times we tend to react instead of somehow process the whole thing, internalize it, then, react thereafter. We just react in the moment.
And
yeah.
I hope I'm not saying this, bro, in a very condescending way. Personally, for me, what I've noticed about women also, they get your attention. I feel like women want to get men's attention and they do it through calling you trash. Like, those toxic women, we've seen them even maybe in Nigerian movies. In order to get money from the husband, she'll call the husband, you're useless. You don't even have 10 kobo. You don't even have 5 kobo.
Yes.
But she's trying to get money out of him. So I feel like women have very good matters that they want to bring forward. And to always get to our skin, they always feel that you have to degrade a man for him to do something about it. You have to call him trash. You have to do all of these things that degrade him. Then it causes the man to take action. I feel like that's their strategy and it doesn't work for me.
Chris, you have anything to say?
Nah. I mean, you guys pretty much gave us what you thought. We've spoken about this at length. Yeah. The internet's been speaking about this, but yeah, I mean, those are some pretty good viewpoints. But what I will add, however, is that the whole generalization thing, where we assume that the man in question is a bad person, could lead people to follow an alternative route, and this actually just links into the next topic that we're speaking about.
Nah, because I'm seeing all these dudes online talking about soft guy era this, soft guy era that. Y'all wanting girls to pay for stuff, and honestly, bro, you type of dudes, bro, is damn right. It's about time. Personally, if you ask me, it couldn't have been said better. I'm just relieved to know that it ain't just me. You want to come here asking me what I got to offer, what I bring to the table. Baby, I am the table. And it's not the question of do I got money? Obviously, but I want yours. How could we speaking our mind? Now we sassy. Now we acting zesty. What y'all be saying? And did. Don't care. I'm finna put your ass to work. I'm looking for the big ballers, okay? When that bill comes to the table, don't even look in my direction. It's giving broke girl. And baby, if that's the case, that's fine. Just say that. No judgment, but next caller. I'm sorry, boo. No money on your dunion. It's gotta go. At this point, I'm not even answering the call unless I get a cash app first. Like, what? Where's my money for my haircut? You want me to pump the gas? I forgot my wallet from my favorite line. And don't ask me to take out the trash. Baby, I'm in Margella's. This ain't no soft boy era. This is soft boy forever. What are you talking about?
I don't know if you guys have seen this whole soft boy thing. Like, some woman started a movement. I think they call it the sprinkle movement.
Oh,
right?
drizzle.
Yeah. So they're like
I know
sprinkle. Basically, is like for women that wanna not be they want to be traditionally feminine or want to adopt femininity a lot more than other women, right? And then in response to that, gents were like, all right, cool, we'll just do the same. We'll be in our soft boy era. So we want to be seen as the prize. We want to just take care of ourselves. We don't really want to mingle with women like that. And don't you think the whole men being looked at in a bad light could be a catalyst for this? Okay, firstly, what do you guys think of it? The whole movement, right? The soft boy era type thing. And secondly, do you think it's a result of the negative outlook we have in general in society?
Before I pass the mic to either one of them, I'm just going to say that whole drizzle of boys is also equally foolish. It's equally very stupid. I feel like whenever we want to counter whatever women are bringing to the table, we shouldn't meet them at their level. You can't meet women because women like are structured to just bring out their points with emotion. At least we are created in that aspect to be logical about things. So I feel like if women do 1 2, men do 3 4, we playing at their game. It's not gonna work. So it's foolish. To answer your question, I don't support that drizzle boy because we're playing with them or fighting them at their level.
Okay. Okay. That actually, that's true. It's like you can't win playing the same game. It's like you have to bring a different strategy to it, or do something else. And bro, I think it's counterproductive, the whole drizzle thing, because in as much as we might in as much as we might come up with the whole drizzle stuff like that, it doesn't really reflect in the stats. At the end of the day, we still have man subscribing to OnlyFans, like on a daily basis. Like it doesn't change anything. It's like, yeah, I won't do this, I won't do this, but it's like, okay, they're still doing it. That's the reason why these things exist. So where's drizzle in this? No, I get you. Good point.
Yeah, and I'm completely with Carlos. Being spiteful doesn't take us anywhere.
True.
Being spiteful doesn't take us anywhere. It's like, okay, they want to be on that, so we're going to be on this soft boy era.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, in essence, being a man, I'm going to give Jesus Christ as an example.
Mm-hmm.
The lion and the bear. I mean, the lion and the sheep. You need to, you need to be able to draw the line between the two. Right.
Yes.
So now when you're gonna say I'm soft the whole way, I'm soft, then how will you bring a change about in the community? Being spiteful is like he's saying, now we're playing a game of tic-tac-toe with no ending.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Okay,
that's very yeah.
It doesn't end, and now every single thing they do, we're gonna start pointing fingers. Now we all gonna start holding our heads. Women this, women that, women this. But the way we acting, like we've been saying, men are trendsetters. If we don't meet them at their level and we do what we do, the real women will follow the real men and let the sprinkle ladies play with each other.
True. It's like this because he interpreted it in the wrong way. Yeah, he took it in the wrong way. No, that's true. Embry?
I think we've mentioned this so many times in our past videos. I'm gonna stick to the fact that all of these soft boy stuff, and I believe it's societal mandates. For me, why do I say that? Because they know if a man brings himself to a level where he compromises or he conforms to what the society wants him to do in regards of the women, a man gets to his vulnerable spot. And when a man is vulnerable, that's where we have a man reacting now aggressively. And then now you have men that are trash. That's how men that are trash are built, through situations like that. Like maybe he tried to accommodate his wife. Then his wife, knowing that, okay, now he's down on my level, let me play him at my game. And there's no way you're going to win. There's no way that a man will win the emotional battle against a woman. Yeah. That's their game. So that's where you have niggas losing those battles, and then trash men are born. And I believe that, I'm big on my religion, that, it's said in the Bible that do not conform to the ways of this world.
True.
Yeah, be transformed in the mind, that if they want you to stoop down so low to a point of you calling yourself a soft boy, that don't work. Maybe that's just a name that they're giving it, but there's much more than a soft boy.
It's more it's got like a feminine touch to it.
Exactly. It's a woman in a man.
Yeah, it's like you need to get pampered. You need to treat me right. I need to be treated as a guy. I need to be treated right. I mean, looking at it from that perspective, you're like, okay, cool. If we base it on Christ, that's counter Christ. It's like, okay, this is not a reflection of what I'm taught on how to be a man. Because now I'm wanting pampering, and who's gonna pamper me? The one ladies to pamper.
Yeah. So that means now the woman is gonna become the head.
Okay.
We can't both be pampered.
That's true. That's true. Chris?
Nah, excellent points, guys. Honestly, I think it's unanimous. Then we aren't with the whole drizzle thing. Personally, no, as well, because like Excel rightly said, that's just us coming with something to counter what they said. So we acting out of spite, and we're not solving any real problems, and we're just bringing a quote unquote counter movement in response to what you guys are giving us. So how's that solving anything? But then again, staying on the soft boy thing, right, and then just getting into what we need to talk about next. If we are equal, I mean, we've spoken about this quite a lot. In many aspects, we are. One thing that we've come to appreciate is that there are many ways to make money these days, right? And it's applicable across the board. Men and women can do it both. And I'm going to speak about a particular platform a lot of people know about, right? It's the one with those two letters of the alphabet. We're not getting paid advertisement fees, so I'm not going to mention their name. But anywho, you know those two letters. There's a lot of gents on there doing what they got to do as well. And one might argue there's a lot more, there's a lot more women on there doing what they got to do. A friend of ours recently interviewed a woman who's on that platform, and she had some very interesting things to say, right? And this is with respect to the type of women that are on that platform and basically trying to get you to understand their psyche, right? So we'll just play you this video quickly, and then you guys can tell us what you think.
Let me tell you something. I know people who are promiscuous, and it's people you will never believe is them. And people think I'm a hoe, and I'm like, I'm not a hoe. Like, I'm not. Like, I am stupid for like maybe like 2 people, and then that's it. And then there's like the real hoes with like 1,000 followers, a few Bible verses, long skirts. The real hoes that actually, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, I appreciate every single person in this world. I appreciate the hoes and the whores and everything. I love everyone. But like, I'm gonna tell you, the real hoes, they're not naked on the internet, I'll tell you that.
Comment, let us know what you think. Because I don't know, I for me, just like from a data,
the thing is that you don't know. Like, one thing I'll tell you is you guys don't know. When people like, a lot of girls that,
So basically, her justification of being on the platform is that this is a means to an end, right? So I'm trying to make money off this, but then based off my content, you can't say I'm promiscuous. In fact, she goes as far as saying, if you want to judge somebody, if you want to paste a label and be like, this person's a hoe, you should probably be looking closer to home. And she gave you guys a example, like an image of the type of person that would be. What do you guys think about that? Are you with what she's saying, or do you have anything else to say?
Well, I'll give her flowers to some certain extent, especially on the part where she's talking about the fact that so many people are not like branding it and making it a business, yet we don't know that they hoes personally. That's actually true. There are so many of us, but she cannot use that to justify the OnlyFans part of things. Sorry, I mentioned it.
It's okay.
Yes. Even though she's correct to say there are so many people that are doing it in secret and stuff like that, I'm just saying it can't be a point for her to justify how also degradable that is. You know, there's something that they say, there's even honor among thieves. Like, a thief wouldn't rob each other. There's that certain type
There's
of
a code.
Even if someone is hoeing, there's that level of respect for the fact that they are doing it behind closed doors. I think it's not right, but it shows that that person still wants to navigate through society, even though they're lying to us and stuff like that. So I'm just saying she is right, but she can't use that as an excuse to make OnlyFans better in some way, like she was trying to make it seem.
Okay, because it looked as if she was taking the point of, I think, going back to your first point, trying to justify what she does. It's like, no, the spotlight should not be on me. It should be on these ones. I'm not that bad, you know. I'm not that bad. You see me post bikini pictures. I'm half naked, or she's full on naked. Right? She's an OnlyFans.
But truth of the matter,
Okay,
why is
yeah.
it that we are on you and not on those ones? Because you put yours public.
That's the thing. It's like she's like, no, I'm not that bad. The real ones. This is what she said specifically. If I remember and I recall correctly, I'm just paraphrasing. The bad ones, right? The H on are not the ones posting like half naked pictures, sexual, teasing and stuff on the gram and stuff like that. No, those are not the bad ones. The bad ones are the ones with Jeremiah, because she spoke about the ones with scriptures and long skirts and few followers. Those are the bad ones. You should watch out for those. That's what she said. So she characterized them. It's more like church goers, sort of. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Okay, let him go first.
Yeah. As Carlos said, we're gonna give her flowers for what she said in the beginning. But let's put this as in statistics. You are out there putting your pictures out in public. How many men are you killing in one day? And the one who doesn't post that much, but maybe once in a week or something, maybe she falls for sin, the social media pleasures, and she posts. Who has killed more? Even though the Bible says it, there's no bigger sin, there's no greater sin. You are both sinning. But the thing is, your sin, I think it's leading more men.
It's replicate, like it's multiplying, sort of like a virus.
It's faster. Yeah.
Having a more than
You are sinning in
okay.
5G.
Okay.
The other one is sinning maybe in 4G or 2G. You see?
So this is what, Embry, you're trying to say. As long as it's just between two people, that's a bit fine. But when it involves multiple men and multiple girls, because it's open on the internet, that's a much more negative impact than just two people having their own, session.
Precisely what I want to say is that we are human. We all fall for sin. We've all done so many bad stuff. You'll never know what somebody has done unless you go inside their mind.
True.
Maybe somebody has a secret OF account. Maybe. We'll never know.
Yeah, you never know.
But the thing is, you, for publicizing it and taking pride in it, it should make you feel some type of guilt, not pride, or some type of feeling to want to vent against those that are not doing it like you publicly. Even though hypocrisy doesn't take anyone anywhere, but still it should make you feel something, because you are publicly declaring that, hey, sin is my life.
Okay, I get you. Good point.
Yeah, okay, so I'm hearing the public, the private. Hey man, she is right to a certain extent to say that yes, she is out and about her lifestyle.
Okay.
And there are people who are low-key about it, right? And I wouldn't say that hers would be destructive to the people that have access to her, right? Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe for that to access that platform, you're gonna have to pay.
Yes.
Right? Now for somebody who is on the low, right, we do not know, and I feel like the guilt plays on both sides. The person who's doing things on the low is more of a hypocrite, right? Because that person could be like long skirt verses and whatnot, and they'd be like, at least I don't do this, at least they don't see my business, at least I don't post myself out there, at least people don't buy my nudes for this amount of money. You get me? So the guilt is on both sides. It's both destructive. And I feel like for the person that is low-key about it, according to the Bible, it's a bit more destructive for you, right? When you conceal your sins, you will never find mercy. But when you confess of your sins,
That's true. What you hide will kill you.
you feel me?
That's true.
So
okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of
bro,
sense.
I can't find a way to draw a thin line between these two scenarios. They're all destructive.
Okay.
They are all destructive in one way or another.
Okay, Emery. Yes.
Is for that platform to exist, it needs people to be on it.
Okay.
So without people to be on it, that platform won't exist. So that's if the people who are on that platform decide to stop, we have -1 problem. -1 problem. I'm not backing up those that do it hypocritically under the radar, but what I'm saying is that there's no greater sin. There's no greater sin, so you shouldn't categorize that sin because it's not being done publicly, that it's hypocritical. It's hypocrite.
Okay, hypocritical.
Hypocritical compared to the one who's publicizing it.
Okay.
Because it is sin.
So it's both equal.
It's the same as the one who lies.
Okay, he disagrees. Yes, bro.
Yeah, it's the same as the one who lies, because you're lying knowing that you're telling the truth, so you're a hypocrite. Yeah. Yeah, true. There is no line.
I say there's a difference.
Okay.
I literally say there's one that's greater and one that's less. And I know we as believers, as Christian, yes, we it's a very good teaching to teach people that sin is bad. It's all destructive. Don't scale sin, because the only person who has that authority is God. But if you look at the same Bible, it says, teachers, you will be judged more harshly. So there are in some certain instances where something becomes much more worse than this. And in this particular case, that aspect is the fact that your page, your OnlyFans page, is replicating the sin. It's multiplying it. So this tool that did it in secret, yes, it is destructive, but yours created more eggs, if you'd allow me to say.
Okay, true.
That's what qualifies it to be much worse. This two destroyed these two people here. Yours destroyed 50 more people. Like, because 50 people subscribed to it and jerked off of it. But all I'm just saying, yes, they are both wrong. But the fact that your evil replicated itself. Like, let's say, let me just say, Patrick, let me just say, if I killed you right now and I'm next to heaven with Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay, Lord, okay. Hitler has to burn worse than me. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Oh no, it actually makes a lot of sense, because if we're going off the teachers of the law will be judged more harshly. That judgment is basically based on the fact that they deceived many.
Yes, there's
and
so
they
many
led
people
many
tied
astray.
to you. Yeah.
Then rather than me, from an individual perspective, it's like it's just me and this person. Our judgment will be just you people committed the sin. But for someone else, it's to be like, look how many people you led astray and you destroy their life ultimately.
I mean,
So
look at the case
it
of
makes
these
a lot of
these
sense.
models. I'm sure they have brothers, sisters, and siblings. Imagine the impact on those people. I know a very famous boy whom his sister does OnlyFans, and they have a podcast like this. You can literally see from their discussion that boy is broken. People make fun of him at school. So you see the impact of the person who puts it out there is far much greater.
Okay. Now, this question, I think when we still on this one, I want to ask this. Do you think, because I think we can still extract this from the whole conversation she was having, because she made that comparison. Do you think, how likely would you agree with this statement, right? That most women are drawn to religion because it exempts them from being accountable for their action because they have someone who can forgive them. How likely are you to agree with that statement? Because it still draws off the same, the same topic.
100%. Not
Okay.
only women, men too.
Okay.
Men too. I would say that,
I know it
it's-
sounded so sexist, but yeah.
Yeah, not only women, men too. Because, it's. I feel like nowadays it's more of a trend to be that guy that knows a Bible verse.
Okay.
We know you go to nightclubs, but you also don't want to seem like you just go to nightclubs. You also want to balance the picture that some days, at least I can post at John 3:16, So, hey, yeah, that's basically what I had to say. If there's anything more, see it later on.
So,
yes, like he said, many human beings, but I won't just say they are drawn to it. It comes with a misconception, right?
okay. And it's not, this question is not only restricted to one specific religion. I'm talking about every religion. Yeah.
Well, okay, for some, in some religions, some things aren't tolerable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some stuff aren't tolerable. So I'll look at it from
Okay.
the believers,
Okay.
from Jesus' culture.
Which is understandable, yeah.
From Jesus' culture. Some people come in there with a misconception because we all know that we've been set free from sin, right? But now some people, they confuse the fact that we are set free from sin with I'm set free to sin because he's gonna forgive me, right? So it's that misconception, it is that misunderstanding, it is that it's that lack of information there.
Okay. Okay, just answer, bro.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
I actually agree with that, yeah.
I agree a lot. I think people are at a stage where they're caught up with their own self-righteousness. And this goes across all religions, bro. In fact, I think that's the rotten stench of religion. The fact that low-key people do their own thing, but because they know the methodologies of their religion, they know, if I go to the mosque 3 times, I think I'll still be all right with God. Knowing very well you killed Abel last week. So I think that's the security that religion is providing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to ask this because I tend to watch a lot of atheists. Yeah, there's a prediction right now in the atheist community running that there's going to be a shift in terms of cultural Christianity. Like Christianity is going to come back. Like there's going to be that, whether we like it, we're going to call it revival or something. But it's going to be more on a cultural part. It won't be from an individual perspective. It'll be, guys, I think we are going too far with the whole ideologies. There's so much conflict. We're not agreeing on things. I think let's go back to safe ground. And Christianity is the safe ground. How likely are you guys to agree with that, with what you're saying? Because they're talking about it in the community and saying there's going to be that cultural Christianity. It's not from an individual perspective. It's just safe ground. It's like we're going too far and this is safe ground.
Totally. It's definitely going to happen. I think I personally agree with you because things have to get extreme first. And if we're looking at the diversity of people's ideologies, even if you look at the states, bro, like how many genders there are, we are going to the point where we're going to reach the extreme. And once we've hit the extreme, there will be extreme chaos. And in order for us to recollect ourselves back, we're going to use the thing that's morally correct. And I think it's Christianity. But then again, I just want to say it on camera before that season happens, that even then, we'll still do it the wrong way. We're still going to do it the wrong way. We're just going to use it as a mechanism to bring everybody back to stable roles, but we're still missing the bigger picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Any final words you guys have?
Don't choose the bear.
Excel.
I don't have.
You don't have any words, Henry?
Yeah. Hey, let's follow Christ genuinely. Yeah. As we spoke about, we said a mouthful about, the hypocrites and the ones who are publicly sinning. Yeah, to some extent we are different, but we are not different because we are all just creations of the Most High. But let's try to love God genuinely, to love Christ genuinely. And that way, I think we'll have people on one side. We won't have hypocrites and we won't have the public guys. So, yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah. Now Excel has got final words. Yes.
Okay, yeah, just to add on to what Henry said, to be able to love Christ genuinely, we need to seek to know. We need to avoid misconceptions. So let's seek to know Christ. Let's seek to find a place for him. That's seek to know and to know Christ.
There you have it, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And that's our closing. And yes, just a reminder, like Chris said, leave your comments below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining us today. See you on the next one. Ciao.